before you became who you know right now?
Life iko to the same. Life iko to the same. Cause kasi singekuwa na hiyo drive nilikuwa nayo nikianza singekuwa hapa na wewe. So nimekuwa na drive all through.
Yes.
Kuna kitu Juliani usema test poverty, your shit ina test funny. Kama ushai test poverty then unajua you have to work. Hakuna time ya kurest. Because kama ushai kwa your place hautataka kurudi hapo. So definitely I'm always working. Yeah, once in a while you meet people who are like, yeah, you've succeeded, but I'm grateful for where I am, but I have other things I feel like I need to achieve still in life. So yeah.
Then I'm not curious now that transition. Like, how did you transition from, doing the could give a positive outlook, with slum photography? Hiyo opportunity kujaje mpaka ukaingia sasa umeingia sasa kwa presidential press unit. Hiyo kitu ilifanyika aje?
Funny, 2018 I get an opportunity. The president by then is the deputy president. So we're in a conversation and I tell him, we just have a conversation and I tell him...
I like how you're saying we're just, talking with the deputy president.
No, because there's a backstory. Yes. And with shows you have time frames, so itakuwa a bit stretched.
Yes.
But in our conversation, I just challenged him about photography. Because by then, I was doing, it was in 2018, I'd signed a contract with Chronix. So I was doing a tour, an African tour for his album.
Nice.
So by me having a conversation with him, traveling around, I'd seen some other things which I felt, having access to him, I would share with him. So in that time, I was like, yeah, if you ever become president, I would want to work for you.
Just like that?
Yeah, that's in 2018. Yeah, then I continued with my life. By the time 2021, 2022, a friend of mine had hired me to document his life as a footballer in Thailand. He reached out, he was like, yeah, you can come back. We do a couple of campaigns as you had said you want to work for me. So I came back to Kenya, then did a couple of, the last 3 months of the campaigns, did with him, then he won, then that's it.
What? Yeah. So first, let me get something. So he actually remembered that you wanted a job if you became president.
Yes.
How did that call feel? Like finally amekupigia unafanya job zingine, uko on tour with Chronix, all these other things. Ukapata hiyo simu. How was that experience like?
No, so niko lucky enough. There's someone in between. So the person between was like, yeah, you're being looked for. So I'm like, yeah, so I'll show up.
You'll show up.
I'll show up.
Wase kwa hood walisema nini, and how watu umetekaje that opportunity of now you being up there, working House of the Hill?
Interesting. I come from a community where it's known, it's ODM. And then all through, even during campaigns, everyone is that Pande side of ODM, and I'm on this other
you're on the other side.
So I think I was brought up by the community, so I'm a child of the community. So yeah, definitely we meet people who have issues. They're like, but you would have come this side.
Yes.
But they're like, yo, where you've come from and where you're going, keep on doing that. It's better you be busy than be idle. So.
Do you feel like uko kwa hood, maybe you get pressure from people saying, you've made it now, you have to also help us to come up to the level umefika?
There are people who say, but they say in their small groups. They don't tell me directly.
Yes.
Because I'm always in the hood. Before I came here, they'll tell you. I was in the hood. I was playing football with my boys. So today, before I came here.
So you're still in the hood. You still go back there.
I still go in the neighborhood. Once in a while, it changes my point of view. It's easy for you to forget and think that you've achieved, but walking around the neighborhood, seeing some of your friends, and you're like, yo, I need to work more, at least to support. There are people who don't want to be employed, but they have their small businesses. So how can I be able to help them be better? Even if it's doing a marketing for them, doing free shoots for them.
Oh, so you do those things for the for the community?
Yeah, I do it for my friends who, you see, the other thing is, you might have a problem, but you don't speak, so I want to know. But those who come out and they're like, yo, I have this and I need this. Definitely it challenges me to feel how can I be able to support and help. Yeah.
There's a story in Leona on YouTube that you were talking about this experience that you had. I'm sure, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
You were talking about this experience. I think you were taking a girl on a date. alafu ilikuwa sijui Java or something. And then just tell us that, because I found it so interesting how you started telling positive stories about, you know, the slums and everything.
So nilikuwa chuo fulani hapa, but nilichujwa anyway. Nilikuwa Jamhuri.
Ulichujwa chuo?
Nilichujwa.
Kwa nini ulikuwa umefanya nini?
So budangu ni mtu interesting. So budangu raise ku question. Yeah, I just don't do. Always like, so ini maji, so mbona amenipea maji? Maybe mimi nataka juo, mbona ameniletea maji? So
okay, ulikuwa unataka juo? No,
nilikuwa nataka chai.
Ulikuwa unataka chai?
So kweli mimi nilikuwa nataka chai like but nyinyi mko na maji.
Leo tuko na maji.
Amenipea maji siwezi kuara. So and that's one of the biggest problem I faced in high school, because I eventually did homeschool, because I went to a couple of schools, because you see so anyway, I was at
wait, so ulikuwa unaenda kwa shule unachujwa, unaenda shule nyingine unachujwa because una question a lot of things.
So nilikuwa the Jamhuri High School.
Oh, ulikuwa Jamu?
The Jamhuri ncho alafu tulikuwa tumeenda Black Rock. So si tuko Black Rock nini niko na mtoto alikuwa stima, so tukaanza kuchapiana.
Mtoto kwa wale wasiaelewi manze, tupeleke pole pole by the
sorry brush. So I met this lady, so by then she was at Brookhouse, so we exchanged contacts, we began talking, and one day she's like, yeah, I would want to come to your place. So I'm like, yeah, come. By then there used to be a gig called 316. It was DJ Sadiq. So I'm like, hey, there's this show I'm going, we can pull up. So we went. So but it was on a Friday night, so they're like, here we meet at Java. I've never been to that place.
You've never been there?
I've never been to Java. So I'm like, hey, your place napatikana wapi? So she's like, hey, come at the Junction Mall. By then Junction Mall was the thing.
Yes.
So we met there. I show up at Java, and I'm like, wow, what's this place?
Ilikuwa first time?
Yeah, I was shocked. The same thing Juliani says in his song. Juliani is one of my favorite rappers, so sorry, I might quote him a lot.
No problem.
He says, boy chapo dondo, unaenda place menu in words, hawezi kuspell ama kupronounce. Unaget?
Naget.
Yeah, so unafika point uko like, order, kama yake. Lakini kama yake kitu inakuja uko like hizi nini, unajua.
Samwezi pronounce.
So unasema juu umezoea, hiyo unakula.
Tunakula.
Ikikam Johnny ma regrets ka 1 million. So yeah, but I think ni kitu, I think for me it's something that really challenged me. Till today my mom makes fun of me. Because I remember by then nilikuwa bado na ile umtaa. Nilikuwa na believe hata kuwa na simu ni utiaji.
Serious?
Yeah, so I gave her my mom's phone. So my mom.
So kuwa na simu?
So na tenje. So I gave her my mom's phone. Then that evening I come home, my mom is like, hey, there's someone who's called. She's looking for you, but I don't think ni beste yako. So mza kwa ninaambia, hey, kila mia na bonga. Sida ni beste yako. Lakini, we mtafuta. Yeah, so, hivyo tu tukaanza kuchapiana. Yeah. Na alin-challenge sana Umrush, beste yangu hadi wa leo.
Up to today.
Yeah, ni mdem alin-challenge sana. So pia ikanifanya nikatoka kwa hiyo hood mindset.
Mentality.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I like that. What can you say has changed about, you know, your community because umepata this opportunity? Umebadilishaje community yako because of what now you're able to access, the access that uko nayo?
I think honestly, I think this is one of the things I wanted to do intentionally. So most of the things I'll be doing this year, I'll be collaborating with different communities and schools to help them set up libraries.
Okay.
As I said before, I love writing, so, and you cannot write if you don't read.
Yes.
So even for me, I believe school really helped me a lot. So I think one of the biggest thing, or one of the smallest thing I'll be doing this year intentionally is just to collaborate with schools, not only in Kibra. I'm doing, I have a friend called Timothy Nur Babu. I'm partnering with him in the school called Muslim in Ongwaro. I do the library. I'll do one in my neighborhood. I'm doing another one in a friend of mine called Budaonyi in Bangu. And I'll do another one.
All those are libraries?
Yeah. So that's my goal for the year. So intentionally just be able to do something that will be impactful to the communities around, because I have friends in all these neighborhoods.
Yes.
So if I say I do it only in Kibera, it'll be unfair. Because personally I was born in Uruma. Then when I was like 3 years, I was burnt down, so I moved to Kibera when I was 3. So yeah.
I like that.
So I'll do things for The community. When we talk about community, it's if you meet someone from Kawangware and Mathare, there's a high likelihood they'll understand each other because all these communities are the same.
I like that.
Yeah.
And now speaking to us, what you know, you've seen the life. I'm sure right now it's crazy. You know, very many young people, they're looking up to you.
Yeah.
What is the one thing? I know. Hii advice ni ngumu, but unaweza sema nini, like in terms of the thing that really catapulted you to being where you are right now? Somebody is watching you, wamekuaminia, oh, Macoins will make it. So what would you tell, you know, the young people who want to follow, like they're so passionate about who you are? Any pressure, by the way?
Yeah, any pressure, but again, pia si pressure. Kwa sababu unajua, I'll say this, I was telling a friend of mine last night, I believe every young person who maybe is looking at me and they're like, wow, I want to be like that guy. They want me to be better than me. Because the best thing I can do is just give them tips. Because for me, honestly, is if you call me for an interview tomorrow, I'll be better than how I'm doing it today. Because intentionally I'll go back, look at the interview, see where areas I'm like, I would answer this better. So that means even for me, there's a personal growth that I intentionally do for myself.
Yes, yes.
So if I advise you according to today, you'll work towards these Macoins that you're seeing today. When you meet me tomorrow, I'm totally different. And you'll feel like I lied to you. So the best thing is to just give people tips. And one for me, the biggest thing is have the drive. Know what you want and have a goal. Like in 2018, I had an option of telling the deputy president, niko na njaa, wewe nipige kitu unanipiga. Na angenipiga kitu unanipiga, singekuwa hapa. But for me, I had a vision. I didn't carry my book. I have a notebook, which I had that day I was with him. It had everything that I wrote, that some of the things Sinaji revealed Sai, and these are things I wrote in 2017, 2016, you see? So it's just to be intentional and work towards a goal. So I have a friend, he's a musician, big musician. He's called Chronics.
Yani hiyo ni beshte yako?
Huyo ni boy wangu. Huyo ni boy wangu. So sasa hiyo ni beshte yangu, mimi si beshte yangu.
Pia ni beshte yako, mbaya.
Rahisi.
Waga bad.
Waga very bad. So he told me something. He challenged me. And he's like, Macoins, you have a talent. Because by that time I was working for me, like you, I feel it's unfair for me to post your pictures on Instagram. They're not giving it justice. How can we work for the world to be able to see what you do? So he was like, but the problem is this, you're waiting for an opportunity so that you showcase. The best thing for you to do is work. Keep working, the opportunity will come. Because there's someone else out there who has the resource which you don't have. But when you keep working, you'll eventually meet that person. And this gift of yours, the world will see it.
I love that.
So
I love that.
each time, at times you wake up and you're like, yo, it's becoming difficult. I remember that and I keep on working. Till now I work because I know I still have time. Yeah.
I love that. So keep working.
You keep working.
Tusichoke.
I would say I choke.
Let me ask you now, now with your status right now, what is the most interesting thing about your job? I'm sure you've been to many places. You've met different people, very many people. Nini unaweza sema sahi is your favorite part of being, of course, working at State House, working with HE? What is the best thing about it?
Mabosi wangu akiwa wamejam.
Kama wamejam?
Wamejamia.
Kwa nini mbona wakujamia? Kwa nini unafanyanga nini hiyo?
Mimi nafanya tu vitu vyangu. So wakiwa wamekula moto. Alafu tukishamaliza wako like, kazi poa.
I like
you nilipua. And then the other thing is, so when you go out in the field, there are new, like they add more like officers on the field. So at first they're like, we unafanya wapi kazi? So because definitely when you look at me, you're like, you'll profile me. So eventually they're like, huyu ni Macoins, anafanya. So at first they'll be like, hey, we nani? So pia I'm like, hey, we nani?
Inakupatia ile audacity.
No, like, see, it's not really. It's Becky, you come to me.
Yeah.
Becky ni beswa. Betty, you come to me, you don't introduce yourself, but also unakuja ukiwa juu. So pia mimi niko like, pia we nani?
Pia nani?
Bila unijua pia mimi sikumesema. Then eventually we end up to be the best of friends. All officers in our office who are my boys, our first interaction has always been funny. So I feel I like that, and definitely being around the boss is it's a privilege which I cannot take it for granted. So there's a picture I posted on my Instagram. At this point, we had the boss had a bilateral talk with President Macron. So when we are outside, I speak in Swahili. I tell him things in Swahili. So I'll tell him, hey, handshake. So he tells President Macron. So he tells President Macron, you know, this guy likes harassing me. So he's saying we also do another handshake, and already we did it. So at the back of my mind, I'm smiling. So as I'm taking the picture, Macron winks at me.
At you?
Yeah, but they're doing the handshake. So I get the picture. The picture's on my Instagram. So it's just always amazing how he wants to listen. Like, I feel I need to do this.
Yes, yes.
Can we be able to get it? And he'll give you the picture.
Right.
Of which, the same thing when you ask me when you're coming, like, do you really like tell him to pause, do this?
Yes.
I rarely do tell him. But when I feel like I need something, I'll just communicate to him. I'll need this, I'll need this.
Yes, yes.
So, yeah.
Is he a hard person to work with in terms of, I see now these days you guys make him do TikTok. He does those short videos, like, you know, we've not seen with other presidents before, and even actually around even the world, right? How does he receive that kind of direction? Like, okay, now today you'll do, like I said the other day, I'll find a selfie video. How does he take those challenges that you guys give him?
You know, from just how you're asking the question, the answer is there. If he was a hard guy, he wouldn't do it.
So he's an easy guy?
That's why he's doing it.
What is the craziest direction umemwambia boss bufanya hivi?
I think starting out was difficult. The barabara, remember there was last challenge, but the barabara it okay?
Barabara it okay.
That was difficult because it was the first one. So there's a team, we had to show him like, there's actually a challenge for this. So we need you to talk about this. So, and explaining him how, he knows Twitter, Facebook, he knows all these apps.
Yes,
so to tell him we have this other app called TikTok. It's an audience. We also need to communicate.
So your team is the one that introduced him to now there's TikTok.
Yeah, because honestly, majority of us, everybody these days is on TikTok.
Yes,
and in one way or another, you get your news from TikTok. So, and again, working with cool bosses, if our bosses weren't cool, they wouldn't help us be able to help us talk to him.
Yes, yes.
Because our bosses weren't introduced and they're like, hey, these young people want to tell you something, and they left us. So imagine if they weren't cool and easygoing, we wouldn't be able to do this. So credits to my boss, my directors. They're people who really want the best in terms of communication, the best for us, the best for the president. So, and that's why it was easier for us to explain to him the need for that.
All right. How does it feel as being a young person? Youth. There's a place in Mandika when youth.
Youth for youth.
Being like that and seeing a lot of the challenges that he goes through, you know, like, you know, the time that we had the demos, this is your boss. Did you get any people telling you, Manzona Fakwa on our side, you know? How do you normally handle that?
Any blunder, any blunder. So, ni hard to explain, but again, Pia, how would I say? Yeah, it's just difficult. It's just difficult because kuna mboka, the way I explained to you.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's you're a head teacher. You do your part. Then there's a school where you're teaching.
Yes, yes.
And then main grade kidogo endi poa. So kila mtu ako like mbona shule I perform.
Kweli.
Na uko kwa shule.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, but one of the biggest thing I know about him, he anakuwaga miturate kawa siwa young na anatambua pia nchi yake, nchi yetu. Unajua, so yeah, ilikuwa one of the darkest moments pia for us, pia as young people who work there, even for him as a head of state. So
it was
yeah, I don't know how to explain.
Yes,
but ilikuwa blunder.
It was hard.
Ilikuwa blunder.
You guys, like you guys are a big team, you know, and most of you guys are young people. What is the most proudest thing mnaweza sema mmefanya as the youngest team? Also, since you know other different presidents, administrations, you guys are the youngest tumekuwa now State House. What can you guys say you're proud of and you've actually been able to achieve?
Kuna a lot.
Yeah, like how mmefanya nini?
2027 ile time watu wana cast TV. Itakuwa many of the reasons. Anyway. I think there are a lot of things he's doing intentionally to just empower the young people. Truth be told, kuna a lot of things he's doing intentionally. I'll remember last year during Chan, even before he was giving the players the money, he actually had a conversation like, he's thinking about this and this and this. What do guys think? And I think that's one of the things about him that people really don't understand. Because I meet people and they're like, hey, boss wako George advice. And niko like, unakula propaganda mingi. Because you see, and pia msana push propaganda akomboka. But at times I feel kuna a lot about him that, sorry to say, that people don't really understand. And I have friends who play for the national team, who play football till now.
Yes.
I know of some of my friends who wamesave, wameenda mahali sai as we speak, kupush for trials, unajua. And for him to really think about mkiwin na wajenga maziwa fulani. Because he had a conversation somewhere and he was told the reality of how these players are. So most of the things he does about the young people, he does them intentionally.
Okay.
He actually has sat down with a group of people who are like you in the reality.
Yes, yes.
And kuna do kuwa ya kusaidia wase wa young, but kuna group, for example, there's this program that is going on now. Kuna group ya wase maybe wali drop out of school because hawana maziwa, or maybe wazazi waligenya, mtu ikabaki.
Yes, yes.
Ameingia tu hustle. So how can you be able to empower that specific group? Unajua, ni kwa sababu amekuwa able to consult.
Okay.
And me being a young person working there, ni evidence tosha kaa tambui wase wa young. Kusema kweli singekuwa na do your space. Because kuna maofisi zingine siwezi ingia. Hata sasa hivi niko hivi. Kuna ofisi siwezi ingia.
Kenya bado? Ama out of...
No. Reality. Because unajua tu bado kuna wase bado wana believe unafaa ukue hapo, unafaa ukaya certain way, nywele inafaa ikaya certain way, unajua. But for yeye ako ana believe unajua mboka yako. Sawa. Bado usichome. So unajua mboka yako, wepiga mboka yako.
I like that.
Na unaona mimi testimony tosha that mzana kwa gametambua mavijana.
I like that. Aya, tukimalizia sasa, nilikuwa naongea hiyo nini timu yenu ya presidential press unit. Kina Hira mule ako hapa hivi. Mmefanya kazi poa by the way. Simama tumalize show tu na wewe kupiga mapicha. Tukinyonyesha hata tunafanyaje. But then kwa tunataka kuuliza like nyinyi mmechangeaje narrative ya wale wasaona wako huko ndani. Like what have you guys like young team like awasi wako hapa sisi wa mention but sina mmoja wao. Like you guys, what are you proud of as young team? Like mmeweza kutoa about status izile ma stigmas zilikuwa kitambo. Right now mmeweza kuzi challenge.
For example, nikiwa hapo nje kuna mse ameniuliza story ya what we were discussing about socials za mzee, za mzae. The fact that tunaweza discuss social zake ni evidence tosha that kuna actually team inawaka. Because former at some point alitoka kwa socials. So if we're able to talk and discuss about his socials, then definitely the people who work there are actually doing a good work. To a point where people are able to talk. Cheki alafu nube bona senke.
Senke ni ile bike motorbike.
Msongo nude jwal someone spom gote atanibeba.
Mgote basi tukimaza show. Mgote
anaitwa wako ni boy wangu jo. Ndio yeye ananikimizaga hizo street. Kitaka kwenda mboka na kogata.
So bado unatumianga tu masenke.
Natumia senke, si lazima ni empower vijana wangu.
Asante.
Alafu nachukia tu kukaa kwa gari.
Unapenda senke.
Napenda senke.
So guys, it's been amazing having you guys of course on the show. Manzelo, mazume ni inspire. I feel inspired. I hope all of you guys at home pia mko inspired. Tumalizie show, Macoins. Tumalizie show.
Umefanya na kama mse wa kuimba.
Taki uimbe, sema tu kitu tu. Ungana wase wako, maboys.
I think to every young man, kwa wase wote wa young, mse wote wa Dando, mse wote wa Ungwaro, wase wa Kibich, Mathare, Salem, mahood zote jo. Niko hapa ka evidence tosha that ukibelieve kwa goal yako, kila kitu ni possible. So kwa ile kitu ndogo unadu, unaenda wadhi, unachukua chuja, unauza. Whatever you do, mzee, kila kitu ni possible kama unajituma.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Manzi. Time meisha but this was good. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you. Appreciate you. See you again tomorrow And of course,